Good morning, all. We begin the program for this day. I request Dr. Francis Vaidya to take over.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the last day of the online certificate course on environmental sustainability. We had beautiful sessions on environmental sustainability by various experts. Today is the last day, and we hope to enjoy this session too. On behalf of Gandhi Shikshan Bhavan, Srimati Surajbagh College of Education, NKT College, National College for Women, Chennai, and I, the president of Inner Wheel Club of Bombay Film City, welcome you all, my dear participants. Over to you, ma'am.
Well, we have been learning and enjoying about environmental sustainability for the last 4 days. We have been, there's a lot of deliberation on different topic with regard to health and safety, water management, waste management, how we could manage all that in order to keep our earth clean so we can have a good environment and would be sustainable environment as well. We also had yesterday a talk on application of artificial intelligence and Internet of Things, which is something that's happening in the new normal, and that all of us are all in a sudden are in the air. That's what I would say. So when we connect in the air, we also taking care of the environment in a different way, and how environment is kept safe is what we learned yesterday. Today, we have one more dynamic speaker to speak about how we can save the environment by taking certain measures like reduce, reuse, recycle, and recover. Sorry. The speaker for today is Dr. Francis Vaidya, Assistant Professor of Gandhi Shikshan Bhavan, Srimati Surajbagh College of Education. I'm very, very, very happy to introduce her to this platform. And of course, all of the participants over here are well known her. She is a versatile personality, very efficient in many things. First of all, I would say she's a very good human being and a people smart person. Also, she is a given any work in her hand, she's someone who will see to it is complete and looks for perfection. She's got the bird's eye to see even the minutes. And so she's a great asset to the institution. Well, she's not just an assistant professor of our institution, but she holds very many other portfolios. In fact, she is in collaboration with our institution, because she is the president of the Inner Wheel Club. And the Inner Wheel Club is the one which suggested, can we go for this environmental sustainability? Then we sat together, worked out the nitty-gritties. And so I'm very thankful to her and that friend for having the thought, even before the NEP could come. This was the thought that had come in, and we deliberated on that. and the NEP 2020 suggesting about environmental issues should be one of the areas where we should deliberate. And also she is the secretary for NCWD, that is National Child Women Development Council, I think. And she's a very dynamic person. She's in the Board of Studies for Education, the Mumbai University. And also she is the chairperson for the 4-year integrated B.Ed curriculum framing, where I'm also a part of it. The 4-year B.Ed is not yet started, but she's the chairperson for making the syllabus. She's been the chairperson for many of our board exams with regard to B.Ed, TYBA, M.Ed. So she is not only that, she's also a guide, PhD guide. She has 4 students right now. She's guiding them. She has to herself MPhil in philosophy, M.Ed, M.Ed, and of course PhD in education. She's a recipient of award for her PhD degree. Also, she is a recipient of a D.Lit degree award as well. And I can go on and on. She has written many articles, more than 60, 70 paper publications she has done. She has written chapters in very many books. She's a voracious reader, avid reader, and also she is passionate about sharing her thoughts with others. She's very passionate about taking people ahead. A very good leader, or even her PhD is on leadership. So she's to have such an efficient, energetic always, and full of smile and ready to work. To have such a person is a very great asset to the institution, and I'm very happy to introduce her to this august audience. And may I now request Dr. Frances Vaidya to share her thoughts about the topic for today.
Thank you, ma'am. I'm already having tears in my eyes. Such beautiful words for me. Thank you so much. It's God's gift that whatever qualities I have is that I offer it to Him. It is because of Him, the Lord, that I am what I am today. So thank you on behalf of Inner Wheel Bombay Film City. I thank NKT College and Gandhi Shikshan Bhavan for having collaborated with us. It is also our our trust area, and it is the need of the hour, of course. So without further delay, let's start. I will share my screen. Can you see it?
Yes, Francis. Make a slide share and go on.
So good morning, my dear participants, my dear Amlani students. They are my students because I'm very close to them too. I've been in and out of Amlani College. Thanks to Dr. Jitendra sir for always welcoming me. My dear very students of Gandhi Shikshan Bhavan, and of course students of NKT College. We don't know you, but your institution is a part of our family. So you too are part of the family in the field of education. So I, Dr. Frances Vaidya, the president of Inner Wheel Club of Bombay Film City and the Assistant Professor of Gandhi Shikshan Bhavan, Srimati Surajbagh College of Education, welcome you to this exciting learning session on Save the Environment. Um, let's hope we have a little an interaction if we can. Uh, and if there are any technical glitches, I apologize. Inner Wheel Club of Bombay Film City think I'm the excellent techno savvy, but I am just knows little about it. Let's go ahead. Um, all the 4 days we have learned about environmental sustainability. I always like to start on a fresh note, so on a positive note. So I would like to recite a poetry written by Arjun. I found it on the net. It is the source I have given here. I'll try reading it. Um, and you have to, at this moment, when I'm going to read it, think about the pandemic situation when we are all locked down in our home, and some of us have come out for a while in the back to the environment. Have you seen the change? Have you noticed what you were before and now in the environment? Is the question this poetry will answer. The sun is shining, the sky is blue, the birds are flying, and the breeze is so cool. Mother Nature is trying her best. 1 minute. This thing is gone here. Just 1 minute. Mother Nature, she has given nothing but beautifulness. But what do we do? Make her a mess. Let's make her the best by polluting less and less and preserve her green dress for our kids and the rest. So let's, on this note, proceed that we will tell Mother Nature that we will keep her green dress on, not only for ourselves, but for our generations to come. All the days we have seen the 5 W's: why, when, where, who. Today we will see the 1 H, how. I am not going to give you any talk. I'm not going to discuss much on it, but you and I together, dear participants, are going to go down memory lane and find out how how to save the environment is what is the question we are going to see. And why are we going to see is because of this reason, the environment degradation. Okay, we all know what is happening in our environment. When things are in a mess in the house, the mother says, stop it, clean the house, don't mess up. Similarly, the mother nature in this pandemic situation, she was so overburdened with pollution, degradation, and she said, stop it now, be in your house, let me take time to rejuvenate. So this is what she's trying to say. As you all know, there are environmental changes. The changes is climatic changes, there's global warming, and we need to stop it as teachers, as individuals, as people or belonging to the world. And who is responsible for that? Are we responsible? Am I responsible? Or is the community responsible? Or the private sector is responsible? Or the authorities, we blame it on the industrials. Oh, they are throwing the water, dirty water into the sea. We are blaming that they are washing clothes in the riverbanks. And what about us? Are we part of it? This is a time it's for us to see. So it is not only the individual, it's not only the community, it's not only the private, it's not only the authorities, but it's the whole world who is responsible for this. And let's go ahead and see. So, if we are responsible for this, it's high time we reduce, we reuse, we recycle, we recover. This girl, this student is from Amlani, and she called me up and she said, last time when I had a session, I purposely put it because it's related to environment. She said, ma'am, this is it's me, I've done it, I'm so proud. So I thought, let me do it again and have a look at this. I don't know, have a look at the top thing. There's a shoe which we are reusing it into such a beautiful thing, um, which will be very creative. So today, when we finish the lesson, finish the talk, I'm going to give you a nice homework. Go into your cupboards, remove all the things. We are going to reduce what we don't want. We are going to recycle and we are going to reuse things. I'm sure you all must be knowing the meaning of reducing the consumption of or buying less. We as adolescents, we as elders, we want more and more and more. We go to the supermarket, we make a list, but apart from the list, there's another list. We go crazy about if there is a sale, we'll say, okay, let's buy it, and it is totally unnecessary. So and I'm included in that. Judy ma'am is laughing because she knows that I'm very crazy about saris. There are heaps of saris, and still it's never less. But it's high time we reduce or we reuse it, and we recycle it. So let's reduce by use less, buy less, avoid wasting, turn off the lights, take shorter showers, and carpool. So, carpool is that if you and I are from the same area, we don't have to go by two cars. Today, I take my car and I will invite my principal, Dr. Judy Andrews. Can I drive you? And sometimes she can also say, Francis, can I drive you into the to college? So that's carpool. So if you're close by, you can do that. Better more, I will tell you what else can we do. You'll say, ma'am, I don't have a car. So what do? We will see. We reuse things more than once. Use cloth shopping bags, repair, re-gift, try travel mugs, compose, recycle, separate waste material so that the recyclable products can be transformed into something new. And today I promise you that you are going to transform, recycle, or reduce something from which is going to be your assignment. And also, we need to recover so much of mess. Look at this. Our house is in a mess, including mine. So we need to throw out clutter. All the clutters has to be thrown out. We have to rejuvenate all the things which is all of which we feel is waste. And that's what we are going to recover. So now I'm going to tell you 7 ways of doing it. This is just few of things. You can add more to it and you can think about it. So now number 1 is our daily habits. We need to change our daily habits. Switch off the light when it's not in use. In college, dear students, don't just because we don't pay the electric bill, it's mom, dad's hard work, earned money. Please switch off the lights, switch off the TV, switch off everything which when not in use, so you can save your energy. That is one way. And then I'm doing my part. You have to do your part to save energy. Don't use electronic exercise machine. Walk, jog. We have Dr. Sunaina Kadle who sends us lovely videos who tell us to exercise. Come on, get exercise. She motivates us to exercise. Sometimes we don't do it, but definitely she's making an attempt to exercise and not use the electronic machine. Okay, conserve water. We brush our teeth. When while brushing our teeth, we keep the tap on. Use the tap, which automatically, if you put your hand, many hotels are doing that. Only when your hand goes into the taps, the water comes if it is out. So that's the way to save water. Now, don't tell mom that change the tap immediately. It's not possible, but definitely you can switch off the tap, close the tap tightly, because if a faucet that drips just one per second wastes 27,000 gallons of water annually. So imagine, my dear students, how much water we are wasting. And if we waste, we cannot keep our water for the natural resource for our generations to come. We had a very beautiful street play in Mary Immaculate School where they depicted about the water, how the water is what which was 20 rupees in a few years will cost I think it happened even in our college. We depicted this, and then in years to come, it will be around 1,000 rupees for that one distillery of water. So if you want to pay it, or you want your children to pay it, which I doubt, please learn to save water. Now, the next one is we change our transportation habit. As I already told you about carpool benefits, many of the people can join together and go to college, school, or your place of work. Or you come walking or walk is, there are many students of ours, and I'm sure it's of Amlani, and I'm definitely it's of NKT too, who they may be coming on cycle, but our students walk from Andheri to the college, which is quite a distance, but they have fun, they have enjoy their woes, they enjoy their, they share their joys, and and also they exercise. So you can, students, if you have bikes, now you can start coming to college on your bike, on your cycle, and then you can telecommunicate or work from home. We are doing working from home, not because it is a pandemic situation, so we are working from home, but we also can telecommunicate. There are abroad, there are people who can work from home even in despite of the pandemic situation. So that is one way we can save the environment. The third way is changing eating habits, changing your eating. I will say, ma'am, what is this? Why you're telling us to change our eating habit? How, what that has to do with environment? If you eat less meat and dairy products, they consume a lot of water and heat. Okay, so water, which will be is a natural resource, we have to save it. A meat product is otherwise also not good for our health. Once in a way, if you are a meat eater, you can reduce it, you can reduce it, and you can help in the saving an environment. Be weight conscious, so you can also less of dairy product. Now you see in these supermarkets there are bulks of packages of rice or wheat, of wafers. So try buying those, because you will use less of plastics. So avoid excess packaging, buy in bulk. So that is one way, because we can buy 5 kgs of rice and stay store it, and then you're using, rather than buying 1 kg. So you save for plastics from there. And say no to plastics. Our college, Gandhi Shikshan Bhavan, rarely we discourage use of plastic. We encourage cloth or any other reusable product. And even in Inner Wheel, we have last year, under the chairmanship of Dr. Devangi, she had an eco-friendly bag. So you can take a piece, your cushion cover, you can stitch it up and just put a hand handle there and recover, reuse it and use it and make a bag of it. So you can change your eating habits, and you say no to plastics. The next thing is adapting your home. Okay, I know many of us have shifted to LED bulbs, lamps, which have less of consumption, use efficient application. And you in Japan, there is a there is a system where on top of your commode is a tap. I wanted to try that picture, but I didn't get time. So you, after you go for your nature's call, you wash your hand, and that water is used down, goes down into the flush tank. So you use that, use the same water which you washed your hand. That is clean water, but reusing that water can help in saving the environment. There's nothing wrong about it, because once we come out of the nature's call, we do wash our hand, all that water goes to waste. So at home also, when we are washing our rice, that water can be used for plants, and we can decompose the vegetable peels. I'm sure all of you must be knowing that. So we save our energy, put off electricity, use LED bulbs. The LED is telling the other bulb to move away. I'm here. I'm there to do my part of the environment. So you move out. I will help and do my bit. Are you doing your bit, my dear students? That is my question. Then we plant trees. Of course, greenery is definitely important. It gives us a lot of oxygen. We need to plant trees. Plant a garden, plant a tree in your garden. You have, it doesn't mean you don't have, ma'am, I have a small house. No problem, no issue. Put a small pot, plant a money plant, and your house, it will beautify your house. You get oxygen, and also it will help the environment. And you can make pesticides instead of for the pesticide which we get. You can make homemade medicinal. There are many videos on it. If you have a garden, you can contact me, I can tell you. Or you can go on the YouTube and check out. So we get better products. So you use homemade things with which we can spray on our plants, so it can be organic. As I say, reusing things. Now we had a project, we had a project on waste, and all our old electrical gadgets. We put it into that thing, and we gave it to the company, and they are using it. So if you have a mobile, if you have a used old ones, your all students have new, the latest mobile. If you have the old, just give it to your institution, and you can have it as a e-waste, and we can contact some company, and they will make use of all our electronic gadgets which are in waste. We have our sound speaker, we have our decks lying for days together, that one day we will put it or open it and we will switch it on, which never happens. So reuse that. If you open your cupboard, there are so many things which are lying, which we say we will do. Make bags of it. Today you can make a bag of it, and you can make an upcycle. Look at that. Plastic, out of the plastic, if you're having Bisleri water, or if you're having a Coke which is not good, I don't advise you. But after using it, you can make something, which I'll show you some videos on that, of how to do it. Then the last part is reusing items. So as I said, you can send it to any government official if you want. And if there is a problem, you can contact the government official for reusing. You can, if there's a tree which is dangerous for thing, you can tell them, ask them to cut it down, and because it is dangerous for the people. Then we can, in during, we have something called Sarvadharma Pratna Patra, where we donate. So sometimes that donation can go to the environmental cause, we can donate a tree to something, or you can adopt a tree, you can adopt a garden. Inner Wheel does that, and we can donate something for the environment. And of course, you volunteer your time. I'm so happy to announce that your principal has initiated a project called SAP, which is with Mahatma Gandhi National Council of Rural Education, where we are going to be a part of this. We are going to see all the four systems, what we spoke about: water management, waste management, greenery, everything. Our college is going to be a part of it, in collaboration with Mahatma Gandhi National Council of Rural Education. And so we are going to get a nice certificate. Apart from the certificate, we do not believe in getting certificate. We believe in volunteering. I think Inner Wheel and Gandhi Shikshan Bhavan has done several programs together, and which I would like to show you a little later. So you know that recently we had a project where the government had banned plastics. So if it is coming from the government, there's ban of plastics. We should definitely, and there was a payment. When we go abroad, we do not. We are very cautious of throwing things, our garbage in Singapore, because we know we have to pay Singapore dollars for it, and it's very very difficult to pay. So year two in India, the defaulters were charged around 5,000 rupees. So if such rules are made and constantly made, it will help in reduction of environment degradation. In our college during Vasant Utsav, we have something called Anand Mela. And and what we do is we make paper bags. I'm sure the students will vouch for it, that we make paper bags. We do not give anything in plastics. We make paper bags. The students make the paper bag, and we put our savories or whatever we have to sell in the paper bag. Even Inner Wheel has done this project of making paper bags, and we have given it to all vegetable vendors. So they were happy that they do not have to this. And I am surprised when this thing came. I went once to the vegetable vendor, and they have made small bags out of their children's dupattas. So it was very well stitched, and they were selling. So I'm sure that should continue. There should be no plastic being given, and this default the penalty to the defaulter should continue. Now I want to show you one video. Now when the video starts, I don't know what I'm going to do. So just look at this video. This is a project by Gandhi Shikshan Bhavan and Inner Wheel, who has done on Swachhata every year, along with shed, after Ganesh Utsav, we go and clean these beaches. You can see it. It's being played. Asamta is being played.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
So you can see that the last year student, Pillais, I invited Pillais College. So we all did, and actually without any hassles, the students did dig up. We went 5 o'clock in the morning, and it was a project from, I'm sure you know him. He's one, I think he's Veer from the thing. And that is Vinay. We are still in collaboration with Shed. Every Saturday, our students go to Shed and do remedial work. We actually picked up all this garbage, and we help to make the city. So we are doing our bit. I'm sure Amlani College was also there for it. I don't have those pictures, but kudos to Amlani College students also. They were all there at 5 o'clock, and we were clearing the mess up. So see, who is responsible for all this? We ourselves made it. We ourselves made it ourselves. So if this was not there earlier, we would have not to do this. So let's clean the environment. Now, this is a project by by Inner Wheel of Bombay Film City. I told them, as a president, I told them that take out your old saris, stitch something. It's a joy of sharing and caring for elders. So we made godadis, we made quilts, and we wove it with love. We don't have machine, so we stitched it up. This one is mine, and I'm not touching it. So we took days to it. So I'm telling you, don't take out your mummy's nice saris. You can take your old dupattas. This project was also done by Gandhi Shikshan Bhavan students of Mary Immaculate, where they had taught a poetry on cloth, I think. And the one of the project they made was small little quills. So they use it as dusters for their table or for their books or for. So it was such a beautiful project that was based on Nai Talim. So you can see, I think we call her Ba. She's very, in Inner Wheel, we have teachers who are members who are above 60. But the enthusiasm and zeal they have for the love to give to the elders. Now, each one has done it. And after the pandemic situation is we are going to give it to the elderlies on the footpath, and we will share and care for the needy. There's another video coming up, which Inner Wheel has done.
मिलजुल के हम वृक्ष लगाएं, धरती का श्रृंगार करें।
मिलजुल के हम वृक्ष लगाएं, धरती का श्रृंगार करें।
पर्यावरण को बचाने हम, पर्यावरण को बचाने हम
चारों तरफ दिखे हरियाली, हो जीवन में खुशहाली।
पूरा जग बन जाए बगिया और बने हम सब माली। पुष्पितेन सुगन्धिना वसन्तिं तद्वनं सर्वे सुकृतिना कुलं यथा। वृक्ष हवा दे, वृक्ष दबा दे, वृक्ष दे तन को छाया। वृक्ष हवा दे, वृक्ष दबा दे, वृक्ष दे तन को छाया। जीवन उसका व्यर्थ ही समझो जो ना वृक्ष लगाया। पूजा होती है वृक्षों की, वृक्षों में बसते भगवान है। कहते हैं ये वेद पुराण, एक वृक्ष 10 पुत्र समान।
session of planting a tree. We have done this project in the pandemic situation. So each one did it in the home, and I made a video of it. So we proceed. Now I'm going to show you on how you will make use of things. I hope this video plays. Okay, we will try it later. I don't think it's moving ahead. It was played, Judy ma'am, and I tried it on. Let me see again. Is my connection gone? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, but I think the last video was a little bit halting. So I don't know whether the connectivity could be there.
Yeah. So it's not even moving ahead. So should I stop sharing and again I'll start? Can you?
Yes. Again you share. Stop share and again you share.
Yes.
Okay, I'll stop sharing and then I'll share it again. It's coming same place. It's coming. Is it come?
No.
That's why I thought that we should have the video later. But now I need to. It's not proceeding further.
Can you?
Is Monica there?
Monica, I think I didn't see her
No,
joining.
ma'am, she's
And
having some connectivity issue.
I have sent her the video. But this is not moving only. I don't, even if it goes back, I can skip that off.
No, what I say, you stop sharing, play and see in your own, and then you share the screen. Stop sharing, play and see.
Sharing again. It's,
yeah, play it on your screen. Now on your own screen. Is it playing in your own screen?
It's getting stuck.
Then I think there's a little connectivity issue for you. Can you hear me? I think there's some technical glitch.
But that is not moving ahead. Let me, yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, 1 minute. I can. I'm so sorry. But it should at least proceed, na? I will
yeah, Francis ma'am, just what you do, just stop sharing, go on the next slide and then again share from the current slide.
1 minute. Yes. I can't hear you, ma'am. Please tell me.
Stop sharing.
Yeah, stop sharing first. Then open your presentation, go on the next slide and start from the current slide. Start from the next slide and then share.
Can you all see this?
No.
I can't hear you all. Can you all see this now?
No.
Okay, 1 minute. I have started the next slide. Okay. Can you see?
No, Francis.
1 minute, it will start now.